Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for an EP review, H-SIK or H-SIK with Cocody. This guy is a JUKE and footwork music producer. Both styles of electronic music originated from Chicago and have been, as of late, seeing a relatively decent amount of underground success. The genres are being combined and recognized internationally among many different producers. Labels like Planet MU and Warp are picking up records that either play in these styles, combine them, or just experiment with them. And this style, for the most part, is characterized by a lot of space between the bass kicks in these productions, really kind of letting those hang in the back and allowing the treble elements of the rhythms to kind of drive things, the hi-hats, the snares. And these hi-hats and snares are produced to be just really relentless, have a very jittery, skittery, very kind of rattling quality to them. And these snare and hi-hat patterns can be really dizzying. And when a producer in these styles is great, they're in a constant state of flux. And that change that the hi-hats and the snares are always going through brings a real sense of progression to the songs. Of course, all of these elements are paired with some really fast tempos and at times some repetitive looping vocal samples, which comes from the juke side of the hybrid that a lot of producers are pulling together, which of course borrows even further back from ghetto house. But if you're already familiar with electronic music styles like breakbeat and drum and bass, jungle, I don't feel like this is going to be that difficult to get into music in this style, because just like those styles, there are just patterns flying at you from every direction. It's just a different kind of pattern, a different kind of groove. And I feel like H-SIK definitely has his own spin on this groove, because even though there are some artists out there representing this style of music in the raw, Traxman, for example, Herv kind of brings a bunch of African elements into his music and kind of claims an interesting stake of musical property. Though artists like Africa High Tech have come in this direction and experimented with it already, H-SIK definitely focuses more on the juke and footwork side of things and just kind of keeps it there. After a very kind of glossy and blissful intro, the EP starts with the song Gallery, easily one of my favorite moments. Very fat synthesizers and interesting otherworldly groove, jungle sound effects, and shakers, the sound of just sequenced shakers playing as fast as you could set them to play. The sounds on this thing are luscious, they're dirty, they're grainy, they're dark. Just the beat is so hectic, and I love the chord progression on this thing. Dun 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 dun. The track You Don't Need a Pair of Shoes has a pretty dark chord progression too, and the tempo feels a little bit slower on that track, leaving more space for just the hi-hats and the snares to just go even wilder. I love all the indescribable noises just swirling around that song, the really nice sub-bass tones rumbling throughout the song too. And the fourth song on here manages to kind of cut the tempo down even more, I would say half. It has just some great arpeggios and these metallic chimes to them. Now, as far as some quick downsides, the track on here, Co-Energy, though it is colorfully produced like a lot of other songs on here, it does kind of fizzle out for me. And there are some tracks on here that just really don't warrant a strong physical reaction. Some songs on here just really seem to kind of get me moving and kind of thinking at the same time of just the myriad of sounds and intricate layers that I'm hearing all at once. But others just do feel a bit underwhelming, I guess. It is a bit short. It does kind of feel like there is still some room for development in terms of H-SIK really defining his style with his African take on these genres of electronic music, though the good news is that the song Co-Energy is remixed by More Sounds toward the end of this EP, and it just sounds fantastic. There's a nice diversity among the tracks here. H-SIK definitely proves himself to have some great production chops and is Easily a producer who, if you're looking for music in this style, is a guy to watch. Even though this EP isn't one of my top favorites of this year, it does have some of my favorite songs in this style. Feeling a strong 7 on this EP. What did you guys think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? And what should I review next? Anthony Fantano, H-SIK Cocody. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing those correctly. It's okay. Forever.